this fun gray and white yarn, so I thought it might be a fun way to make the beard. We're going to start off by chaining 11. So we've started with our slip stitch like before. Go ahead and chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So to do this part of the beard, we're going to slip stitch. We're going into the second chain from the hook. We just insert in, grab our yarn, and pull it through both stitches without wrapping again. So we're going to do that again, all the way to the end, just slip stitching. It's hard to remember to not wrap, but I don't want you to wrap on this particular beard strand. So we've slip stitched to the end. Once we've come back to the start where our tail is, and again, if you want that paper clip on there to kind of remind you that the tail is there, you can certainly tie that on. And that's where we began. Now we're going to again chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to slip stitch back. So we go in the second chain from the hook, we wrap once, and just pull through both stitches. We're going to go all the way back to the start. We're going to repeat this process 34 more times, so we have a good full beard. Remember, this is a slip stitch, not a crochet stitch. Or not a single crochet stitch, I should say. Remember, we're just coming back to the start. Here's our paper clip. Right now it looks like 2 little legs. We're going to crochet another 11. And slip stitch back to the beginning. Chain another 11. Slip stitch back. crochet 11, and slip stitch back. Okay, we have 6 strands. Remember, we need 36. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we've got 7 already. And once you finish that off, we're going to leave a long tail so that we can sew our beard to our gnome. So leave that long tail. We can always cut it off if we've left it too long. We're going to pull it through because that's how we fasten off. And we have all of these beard strands. It's time now to cut off or take off our paper clip. You should have 36 strands of beard here, unless you got tired before that, decided to not do 36. I think right now, because I want this end of my beard to be finished off and not ever come loose, so I'm just going to weave it in a little bit and then cut it off. Just weave it back through a couple of these strands, and then it won't pull out and unravel our whole beard. I think that's enough, and because I have enough of a tail, I'm going to go ahead and make that loop and tie it off with a regular knot. Then I know it's tight and I can snip it off close. I know that's not going to come off. All right, all of our beard strands. So let's take our beard, kind of straighten it out. Turning our gnome with the feet away from you, go ahead and thread your needle and start laying your beard right up underneath the nose and just begin stitching it down. Again, we might not need this much yarn, but I'd rather have too much than too little. You can refer back to your picture for placement, but I'm just going to start right up underneath the nose. I have a lot of beard to work with, so I think it's going to be great. Once I get to the end, I'm just going to wrap the beard back around. I'm trying to keep it a bit straightened out. And go ahead and stitch in again. We're still using the same color of yarn, so whatever color you decided to make your beard, that's going to be the yarn you're stitching this on with. Kind of working my way around. Do it however it's most comfortable for you. And then I'm going to wrap it around again. Just keep stitching back and forth. Making sure each time I take a stitch that I'm getting a piece of the gnome, the red part of the gnome, in my stitch so that my beard will be nice and secure. You can see I'm just stitching along that chain that we continually made. Every time we made that chain 11, that created a longer strand for our beard to come off of, and so that's the piece I'm also stitching into. I'm not stitching into the loose pieces. If you have any questions, just reach out to me on Instagram, or you can always email me at craftingwithnana@gmail.com, or you can drop a comment in this YouTube video. I do hope you'll remember to like these videos. That seems to really help push it out to other viewers who might enjoy learning a new craft. Then when you have all your beard pieces sewn on the way you like, then we'll tie it off again. Okay, I have just this end piece, and I'm just going to wrap it back a little bit on itself. Then when you have all your beard pieces sewn on the way you like, then we'll tie it off again. Okay, I have just this end piece, and I'm just going to wrap it back a little bit on itself. Okay, that's the last of my long strand. Now I'm just going to make sure that it's tucked into my amigurumi really well. More stitches so I can come back over here where I can do a tie-off knot. And that can be on any part of your amigurumi, just you want to hide it under the beard. I hope you've enjoyed making this Christmas gnome with me, and if you have, please reach out to Vera at Knitted Story Bears and let her know how much you have enjoyed this crochet pattern, and thank her for sharing it with us. And I'll see you next time on Crafting with Nana.